In the previous video, we discussed how to import a dataset into our working environment and store the data in a variable called root. In this video, we are going to analyze this data in the R. So let's start with in the head function. The head function goes you the first six rows of the dataset. So this is just a quick way to confirm that the data was imported correctly and to see what variables are available in the dataset. So let's run this command. So as you can see, the data contains different columns. The first column is the customer ID. The second column is age. We have gender, region, channel, quality, uh, promotion, exposure. We have number of visits. We have spending. We have satisfaction. And finally, we have the product preference. So each column represents a variable and each row represents a customer. So this gives us our first look at the data set. So now let's start with a descriptive analysis. So the first descriptive we will look at is the mean. The function we use to find the mean in R is mean. Since our data set contains multiple columns, uh, we need to tell R which specific column we want to select. To do that, we use the dollar sign to access a variable inside the data set. For example, in our case, we want to calculate the average or the mean spending. So in this case, first we have to write the variable name that we stored our data set, which is time, and then the dollar sign. And next we need to specify the column that we are selecting. The mean function then calculates the average spending for this data set. So let's run this command. So as you can see, the average spending per customer is 71.57. The next descriptive statistics is the median. In R, the function to calculate the median is median. So just like before, we specify which variable we want by using the dollar sign. So for this case, we type time, dollar sign, and spending. This will calculate the median spending. So let's select the command and click run. So here you can see that the median spending is 64.4. So this means that half of the customer spend less than 64.4 and the other half spend more than 64.4. The next descriptive statistics is the mode. R does not have a built-in function for mode, so we will create our own function called get mode. This is a function that we created, and let's run first. Now the get mode function is stored in memory and ready to use. So we can use to calculate the mode values. For example, if we want to find the most frequently used channel by customer, whether the customer buy in a store, online, or through app, we can use a get mode function to select the channel column, and we have to choose the channel column because here we are interested to find the most frequently used channel, and then click run. So as you can see, app is the most frequently used channel by the customers. We can also calculate the minimum, the maximum spending. So the minimum is 0, the maximum spending is 307. We can also calculate the range, the difference between the maximum and the minimum. So as you can expect, the range is 307. We can also calculate the variance. So the R function calculate the variance is VAR. We can also calculate the standard deviation. So the R function to find the standard deviation is ST. So click here. So as you can see, the standard deviation is 48.